Greetings, it's naturopath Eric Backer from New Zealand, author of CanXida Crusher. I'm going to do an article on avoiding food chemicals, on some of the best tips you can follow to really avoid getting toxified by chemicals in your food. 10 tips on avoiding food chemicals. So you're going to be surprised how many times you've eaten a food containing a chemical probably in the last 48 hours. You'll be surprised. Even if you grow your own food, you could well be eating some kind of other food alongside what you're doing now that could contain some kind of chemical. Lots of people out there eat chemicals. There are thousands of food items you're going to get from the supermarket that contain chemicals. When you eat out at restaurants or takeaway places, or even at your auntie's place or wherever, you're going to be getting chemicals into your body through food. So let's go through this article. I'm going to read a section out of my book. Eat fresh foods that are low in suspected chemicals. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Plan your meals well in advance and eat fresh whenever you can. Remember that processing, reheating, transporting and storing foods can change the chemical content and may provoke symptoms. If you want a trustworthy diet, eat fresh. Just grow your own stuff and eat it if you can, like me. I grow nearly all my own vegetables now. I've planted a good fruit orchard in too, and now I grow avocado trees, plum, peach, nectarine, apple, all the citrus. It's wonderful growing your own food. Trust me, it is. If you've got a bit of room like me, maybe a couple of chickens and a couple of beehives. And I also go out fishing, so I catch fresh fish on a regular basis. So the only thing that I like to get from the supermarket is toilet paper, stuff like that, because I don't think I'll be growing my own toilet paper in a hurry, all right? But I will be, trying to really maintain this kind of lifestyle. And it's fun. It's a spiritual thing. You have a connection with, nature. You're active, you're outside, you're busy. Even if you grow a few lettuces or some spinach in a container, at least you're doing something to help nourish your own body in a positive way, right? So the more fresh you eat, the less likely you're going to get suspect chemicals into your body, especially if you catch fresh fish from a clean ocean like I do. If you raise your own chickens on food that you feed those birds, if you've got really good quality soil like I have and you follow good composting methods, you're going to have very nice clean food. And use no chemicals around the house, no sprays on the soil, on the plants. I've got an abundance of insects in the garden, which is wonderful to see. Number 2, processed foods are not the best. The more processing the food has, the higher the risk it will contain unwanted chemicals, additives, flavors, colors, and many different preservatives. Now, what are processed foods? Salami, bacon, spam, crap like that, stuff in tins, stuff in plastic packets, foods from the delicatessen that you don't really want to eat. So keep away from the delicatessen, those sorts of places where they sell highly processed foods. You don't really want to eat foods like this. The other thing I'll tell you now is when you avoid processed foods, your taste buds improve. You'll find you won't be using a lot of spices and salt and pepper on your food anymore, because the fresh foods contain fantastic flavor. So you won't need to put a lot of stuff on your food anymore. Fresh meats are always preferred over smoked or processed meats. It's number 3. Eat fresh meat as soon as it's purchased, otherwise freeze it as quickly as possible. So I found out through research that small amounts of red meat raw actually digest faster than raw lettuce. Would you believe it? You're probably going to think it's a load of crap, but it's not. Raw lettuce contains silicon in it, and some vegetables are like that. They're harder for your body to break down raw than raw meat actually is, right? So I do eat small amounts of raw beef from time to time. I love raw fish. Sashimi, Japanese sashimi, like raw salmon, raw tuna. I really like it. It's beautiful. Consume produce promptly. Fresh fruits and vegetables are best consumed within a few days of purchasing them. Or do like I do, grow them, pick them, process them and eat them. Pick them, steam them, eat them. Pick them, put them in salads, eat them on that day. If you've got 2 bell peppers and pepper number 1 is a day old and pepper number 2 is 3 days old, well, it's obviously what you're going to do. You're going to eat the pepper that's the oldest first and put the fresh one aside, okay? Avoid monosodium glutamate, MSG, or it's number E621 is the chemical number. It's an amino acid commonly found in Asian foods. Monosodium glutamate is an additive commonly added to foods to enhance flavor. This chemical is commonly found in Asian foods, especially Chinese food, snacks, chips, cookies, Campbell's soups, lunch meats, frozen dinners, and many different seasonings. Studies have shown that regular consumption of MSG may result in unwanted symptoms like depression, eye damage, disorientation, headaches, and obesity. If you eat out regularly, be sure to check with the chef to make sure there's no added MSG. Number 6, food dyes. Did you know that up to 90% of food dyes or colours are derived from petroleum? Studies show that food dyes are linked to hyperactivity and disturbed behaviour in children. There's searchable databases online, and you'll be able to find what synthetic dyes are used in your favourite foods, all right? 7. Avoid non-stick pans when you cook food like Teflon. This may seem like a convenient way of cooking, but most non-stick cookware is made using PFOA, perfluorooctanic acid, a toxic chemical linked to cancer and chronic health issues. Choose stainless steel, cast iron or enamel pots and pans instead. Replace your non-stick Teflon cookware with another healthier alternative. I use cast iron. I love my big cast iron heavy pots. I also use stainless steel, but I would never use Teflon. If you do continue to use non-stick cookware, be careful, don't let it get over 450 Fahrenheit. Throw out the non-stick pans as soon as they show wear, but cast iron or stainless is preferable. Right? The best stainless is grade 316, I believe, stainless steel, but you can get some really nice cookware, even at good prices, so it's not expensive. Avoid artificial sweetness, well, you probably know this. Aspartame E951, more popularly known as NutraSweet or Equal, is found in foods labelled as diet or sugar-free. Aspartame is now believed to be a neurotoxin and carcinogenic and accounts for more reports of adverse reactions than all other food additives combined. This sweet poison is known to affect intelligence, short-term memory, and may lead to a wide variety of chronic diseases like brain tumours, Parkinson's disease, emotional disorders, depression, and anxiety attacks. Dizziness, nausea, confusion, migraines and seizures, lymphoma, fatigue, fibromyalgia, it goes on and on. I can tell you now, I had a patient see me about 2 weeks ago now, a 48-year-old lady who drove some distance to see me with her husband, who had the headaches from hell. These headaches were crippling her. In fact, she begged and pleaded for a doctor to do a brain scan because she thought she had a tumour in her brain. And the doctor wouldn't do it, basically just put her on painkillers. But when I had a very careful look at her diet, I found she was drinking 3 litres of Diet Coke per day. This lady also had bowel surgery to remove a tumour in her bowel, but the headaches were crippling her. She was having no breakfast or lunch, she was drinking Coke all day and having a small amount of meat and vegetables at dinner at night. And she didn't believe me until I showed her some YouTube videos on Diet Coke, what it actually does and how it's linked up with many different kinds of headaches. And she was horrified. So I think it's help her make a change. You'll find aspartame in breath mints. You'll find it in things like Coke Zero too, by the way, these sort of diet drinks. Toothpaste, chewable vitamins. Will you believe it? Vitamins with aspartame? I mean, what kind of idiot would make a product with aspartame in it and call it a dietary supplement? It's crazy. Iced tea, yogurt, tabletop sweeteners, cereals, diet foods, drink mixes, sugar-free gum, and desserts, Diet Coke, sugar-free soda, diet drinks, Coke Zero and Jello. Number 9, avoid sodium nitrite and sodium nitrate. These are preservatives often with things like bacon. These chemicals are used as preservatives, flavourings and colourings. The USDA tried to ban sodium nitrite in the 70s, but the food manufacturers won the battle and they claimed that they had no other way of preserving meat products that were packaged. This chemical is widely regarded as toxic. It is a fact that it is carcinogenic, and once it enters the bloodstream it can affect the liver and pancreas. You'll find sodium nitrite and nitrate in smoked and preserved meats, especially sausages, bacon, ham, luncheon meats, corned beef, hot dogs and canned smoked fish. Avoid genetically modified foods or GMO foods. This is the last one, number 10. GMO, so genetically modified organisms or animals or plants that have had their DNA modified. In the US, for example, the majority of canola, corn, cotton and soybean crops have been modified genetically. The unfortunate thing is that one or more of these food items can now be found in most processed foods commercially available. The FDA has not completed sufficient safety testing on these GMO items to ensure that the public that they are 100% guaranteed, especially pregnant women and children. Some studies have shown that consuming GMO foods increases your risk of allergy susceptibility, immune suppression, antibiotic resistance, as well as cancer risk increases. So why the heck would you want to eat foods that are genetically modified? If you can, you really want to just buy fruit and vegetables from your farmer's market that have been grown by people who really care about what goes into someone's body. You think companies like Monsanto give a toss about what your health's going to be like when all they care about is shareholders' profits? They couldn't give a monkeys about you or your health. All they care about is how much money they can make. So, and remember, when money comes into it, big money with big corporations, with big ideas, all the common sense goes down the toilet, right? You need to put your health in your own hands. And the best way to do that when it comes to living at home a healthy life is to control your own food source. So if you can grow foods, do grow foods. If you can't, go to a farmer's market. Find out a person who grows meat around you, like poultry or beef. There's usually an organic person around the place that is very, very sympathetic to your needs, will grow food with minimal chemicals. It's a clever thing to do. These are key ways for you to build robust health, especially as you get older. You're avoiding a chemical input into your body. You're stopping immune suppression. You're helping yourself prevent cancer. What a fantastic thing to do. This means you're going to live longer and enjoy your family life more. These are the things that really matters, the things that matter to you as you get older. Money doesn't mean anything to people when they get to their 70s and 80s. It's all about enjoying the remaining years with the people that they care about the most. So I hope you found this video of use today. Thank you for tuning in.